We are back, and this is, take two. We just got through talking about the Freemasons with Erik and with my grandfather Papa, and with, of course, Jennifer. Oh, I forgot to. Oh, Paula will put your information. Don't worry.
Oh,
In
it's fine.
the box. Anyway, we are decided to also take a little time and talk about this. The news I saw yesterday, and I very seldom watch the news anymore. About the sightings of UFOs, recently in the last couple of days has just been blowing up, and they look real. So what's going on, Erik? Can you give us? I love you still.
Oh, yes. He says, hello, I love you. I love you too. I love you still too. um, so what he says about that is really, he says it's just the timing is right. They've always been around. They've, in the past, sometimes shielded themselves so we don't see them. But in general, he said, Erik says most of the people on Earth are accepting of the fact that there's alien extraterrestrial life out there. So there's not as much need to he says there's really no more activity than there ever has been. It's about the shielding and preventing us from seeing them, and they're not shielding as much because it's rare you're going to
They're
find
more
somebody.
accepting.
Yeah. Oh yes, the whole planet is more accepting of the fact that there's extraterrestrial life.
Okay. Does it have anything to do with us entering the age of Aquarius?
Yes. Yeah, the whole higher vibration of the people here. We are actually, there's still so much low vibration stuff that happens here, of course, but in general the vibration is
I
raising.
agree. Yes.
Yep. So he wants to reiterate the fact that there really isn't any more extraterrestrial activity here than there ever has been. It's just they're not hiding from us as much as they used to because we're ready to accept that they're there.
Okay. And they saw one that was like, boom, went down into the ocean, took a dive. Is there some sort of the base under in the?
Yeah, so there's all kinds of places under the water that they can, you know, kind of come from wherever they are to here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, there's portals in the
Yes.
ocean.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Okay, so how do they shield themselves?
Right.
Like energy, maybe around their
So Erik is making a joke, and he said basically, like in Harry Potter, like the invisibility cloak.
Oh,
Yeah, there's something that they can do energetically that would hide their hide
okay.
them from us. Yes.
I mean, everything's energy, including the environment around their ships.
Yeah.
So, what are they doing?
What they've always been doing, checking on us, watching over us, studying us. Erik says what they've always done.
Are they still abducting people in
Um,
their?
yes, absolutely. Yes, and
Wow.
and Erik says a lot of times people get abducted and it just shows like loss of time. They don't know sometimes people know they've been abducted, and sometimes people are just like, oh, why did it take me 2 hours to get here? It should have taken me a half an hour to get here.
Ooh.
Like that kind of time lapse
Is
type
it
stuff. But
always
yes.
is it always for good, or is it sometimes for bad?
Um, so what Erik is telling me, it's really not bad, like it's not evil, but he says, you guys are humans and you forget that, you agreed to. So for the humans who are being abducted and abducted, he puts it like that. It's part of your contract. For the
Yeah.
most part, you've contracted to do it, but you're still human, so you forget. So it can be scary, terrifying, so then it feels negative.
Yeah, I
Um,
see.
that kind of energy.
All right. So, what are they mostly abducting us for? To take DNA, for example, or the anal
Yeah,
probe, the alien anal
that
probe?
DNA, but he says also to learn about the emotional. So it's
Oh,
not just DNA, it's like anybody who knows what I'm talking about. Like if you get a download, sometimes like you get a high pitch in your ear, and some people
yeah,
just know that's like some sort of a download. So there's like stuff like that they're getting from us. Like so much of our experience here on Earth actually goes into our subconscious.
oh,
Like we have an experience and then we move past it, but the effects of it go into the subconscious mind. And he says there's something there that they're also looking for.
okay. Is it one? one or two particular alien races that are flying around in these USOs? I'm talking about the recent one. We need to probably narrow the scope down. But
Yeah, and of course, I always say I'm going to learn more about the particular races, and I never do. So I don't know who they are, but yes, it does feel like there's two
oh,
really prominent, and then like a third one that's I can't tell you their
I
names
don't
because
either. Well, I just say tall whites probably are one of them. Huh?
Mhm. Yeah, there's ones. Are those the ones that kind of look human? Like
Yeah.
maybe okay, yes. So that's the like maybe the faces are like longer or something, but there's very human like features.
Okay.
Yes.
And
He also is telling me so some of the other reasons that they abduct us, or some of the other information that they're getting, he's on this one line of thing,
oh yeah, sorry.
is talking about how emotions affect the human body, like how our emotions affect our human body, and it's actually like a lot of times when there's like medical discoveries or like advances, it's through like channeled information that comes from some of this data that they're collecting.
Oh, so are they taking data, using that information, and then downloading it to scientists
Mhm.
here? Is
Yep.
that what you're saying?
Yes, that's
Oh,
Eric says that's not always where
yeah, of course.
medical stuff comes from, but it is part of it. Like you know, like you ever look at like some medical stuff and it's like, how did they ever link this with this? Like, how did they ever find a link between
Oh,
these two
yeah.
these two things? You know, and I can't think of anything, but it's like, how do they ever make the connection? This is how they make those really obscure connections.
Oh, interesting.
Um, or one of the ways, yeah. So it really is to help us and to
Cool.
advance the human race and to help the human race. Um,
Are there any reptilians? I mean, I hear there's good and bad reptilians. Are they?
yeah, Eric said this does not feel like one of the three
Okay, okay, that's fine.
to
That's all I
me.
want to know. What about
Yeah.
avians, the blue avians?
Oh, yeah.
Bird-like?
Yeah, they're quite benevolent, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Yep.
I mean, there's
Yep.
so many. I just
I
can't go.
know.
Yeah.
I can't keep track either. And I really need to learn more about them. But like he says, it's not that there's more activity or just seeing it because the human race is prepared to accept it.
Wow. What are the ships made of? Something that is not
So
on Earth?
we don't have it. Yeah. Yeah. This is stuff we don't have here. Eric says that the it's like they're so not just the materials, but like what we would like talk about our internet, our Wi-Fi, that kind of system. He said it is leaps and bounds
Oh,
ahead of
God.
us as far as the technology goes.
Yeah. Well, they had a head start on us, probably.
Yeah. He
Million.
said it would be like taking technology today and comparing it to technology in the 1700s on Earth. It's
Oh,
like,
God.
yes.
The way they
Yeah.
fly it, they probably fly it with their minds or something like that. But I don't want to get into
He's
that necessarily.
he's showing me actual controls and this sort of thing.
Oh, cool.
But yes.
You ever been in one?
Him?
Well, I should ask you.
Are
Have
you
you?
asking me?
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
I'm
know.
gonna ask that later. But Eric, have you ever been in one?
Yeah, he says yes.
Cool. Okay. Have any of us been abducted? Me, Eric, Jennifer, anybody in my family?
Um, so yeah, he is, but he's saying none of us remember it. None of us remember. So abducted in the way of losing time. He says
You?
me,
Oh,
and
Jim.
I know exactly what he's talking about.
Oh,
He says you have been.
oh, wow.
You have been, and one of the times that you were taken was when you were lost in
Tundra?
the yep.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
I hope they
It's
took me to a warm ship.
it's one of the ways that you survived. You were taken for about an hour, he said.
Oh, wow. Feel like I know exactly when that was.
Yep, you were taken for an hour. It's what gave you the boost to survive till they found you.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, that was
Yeah.
kind of touch and go, though. Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
no, it was, but yep, had they not done that, you would have gone. Is what Eric said. That was an exit point for you, but you weren't ready to go. You weren't done.
what about Eric? Were you, Eric? You were here?
No, he says not while I was here this time. He
Okay.
wasn't.
That's really interesting. We interviewed Adrian, the spokesperson for the Tall Whites, and toward the end, I felt such love for him
Yeah.
and the whole race that I really started
It's
almost
emotional.
crying.
I actually feel emotional as you just said that. I feel like that's interesting.
Weird. I mean, they just are here to protect us, and
Yes.
felt so connected and loving toward him.
Yeah, there's a lot. I felt that when you said that name, I felt like that intense love. But Erik said honestly, humans would not have survived without the extraterrestrials watching over us. We would have
Mm.
destroyed ourselves in this place
Oh,
centuries ago, centuries ago. So it's
fascinating. Well,
yeah.
that's really all I wanted to know. Anything else you can tell me about these recent USO sightings at all, Eric? Are any of them bad? Or the ships?
No, he's not telling me anything bad. He's
Oh,
saying
good,
no,
good.
they're just, all here kind of looking out for us, watching over us, making sure we're not wrecking the place
Like a
too
baby
badly.
chaperone at the high school prom. You better not
Yeah.
be packing that punch, people.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. No, he says, um he says if you're not wanting to see this, don't go looking. Don't don't go looking. If this is something you're afraid of, don't go out looking for UFOs because there's going to be just more and more sightings.
That's really weird because I was with some of my girlfriends in New Braunfels, and decided to go looking for UFOs. Got a big old blanket and we're laying out, and I said, "Okay, I want to see one." And all of a sudden, this bunch of lights comes. I could see it in the sky, and then
Yeah.
it stops, and then boom, it goes to the left really fast.
Yeah.
UFO?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what he's if you don't want to see one, don't go looking. And he's also telling me that like they're so quiet. They're so
Yeah.
quiet because he's saying some of them have been very low, and if it were one of our aircrafts that low, it's so loud, but their aircrafts are very quiet.
Oh,
It's
cool.
one of the other he says one of the other indicating factors that it's extraterrestrial is the
Oh, yeah.
quietness.
Okay, one more question. I hear that there's this glass that is forbidden. I mean, it's banned by the U.S. government, and it starts with a D. I can't remember. That you can look and you can see interdimensional beings. Like you can see the reality.
It
I guess
completely
the
removes the
dimensions that
veil.
are appearing.
It completely removes the veil.
That is so cool. Would I be able to get that and see Eric even, or is it just extraterrestrials and interdimensional beings?
Yeah, he says it's not the other side necessarily
Okay.
because they can still shield themselves from us seeing them, but yes, there is something to that. That sounds very interesting.
Cool. It's on
Yes.
the YouTube. This lady, she's all of a sudden, boom, she sees this like I can't remember,
Yeah,
open ship
so
in the sky or something. I can't
so
remember.
it's almost like if there's like a ghost, like an earthbound, yes, but not necessarily souls that are actually
Oh
on
yeah,
the other side and
right,
have crossed.
right, right. So you could sell a bunch of the binoculars made of that glass and go looking for Bigfoot. Tell people, hey, come on, find Bigfoot,
Yeah.
whatever. That'd be cool.
I gotta tell you, Eric
Can
says
you do that?
most people would not want to be able to see.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you get me a hold of some of that stuff, Eric?
The glass?
Yeah, just somehow drop it in my lap.
He said no.
Oh,
He said that is locked down.
oh, all right. I
So,
tried.
okay, hold on. What he's just said is that is actually extraterrestrial technology that has been given to the
Government.
yes. So it is well protected.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. Well, if you happen to come across some, just drop it in my mailbox or under the doormat. Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
All right.
will do, he says.
All right. Thank you. I love you. And y'all check out Jennifer at jenniferdoran.com, which I'm sure Paula would. Hi, Paula.
It's psychic medium,
Oh my God. What am I
jenniferdoran.com.
doing? Yes, yes.
It's
Psychic
okay.
medium. We haven't seen each other for so long, but psychic
I
medium,
know.
jenniferdoran.com. All right. All right.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you, Adrian. All you aliens that are protecting us, our sorry asses. And also I love you, Eric. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Love you.